Let's get to it. Utility. Air Force One. I'll probably end up cutting everything that I just wrote. It's Nike Air Force One. Utility. Air Force One 07 LV8. Utility. Olive canvas, white and black. This is a size 10. But let's get the style code. The style code is AJ7747-300. The SRP is $100. Comes in the black Nike box with the chrome Nike Air Force One logo at the top. The size 10 in men's is an 11.5 in women's. And the UPC is 191-887-707-608. And there's a 16 at the end. Now, why do we do that? We read the UPC because on a shoe size tag on a Nike shoe, we have the UPC at the bottom so we can verify authenticity. That's one of our checks, and we do that all the time. Now, the inside of the box, we look for a QC sticker or a stamp, and you don't see a QC sticker, but there is a QC stamp, and it's right there in red. And that QC stamp reads 07 18 18 18. So we get to the shoe. And the second part of our authentic verification, because I saw a video the other day from a really big company, and they were like, this is showing you how to authenticate your shoes. And the dudes just looked at the shoe. And they were like, you got to look at this part. And I'm like, yo, that doesn't prove anything, man. Shoes are made so well now that just looking at it does not help you at all. You need to look at the little cues that are there for you. And that's really going to be your UPC and your production date when you have a production date that's stamped on and available. So we go straight to the size tag inside right there behind my fat finger. And I'll give you guys the production dates. The production date is 05 16 18 to 07 03 18. So 07 03 18, 07 18 18. That's less than 2 weeks. Remember, we're within 4 weeks. Then we're right on point. We know that this shoe was checked. QC stamp, boom, we're good within 4 weeks. Now, sometimes can it be longer than 4 weeks? Of course it can, especially around Chinese New Year and the holidays. You'll get a longer gap. I've seen some gaps as long as 2 months. So it happens. All right, so you just have to check for that. Now, the utility is the shoe that I said really closely related to the off-white. And I mean, I know that if you look at it the same way I look at it, you're like, yeah, I can see it. It's definitely based on an off-white design, or it has that element of it. And I actually think this is dope. And at $100, it's a good pickup. So here's our 360. There's your toe. There goes the toe box. You have the embroidered swoosh right there at the instep. I guess they would call that the vamp. Sometimes I forget. And remember, the tongue on the utility is a thinner logo. It's really thin and it has Nike Sportswear on it as opposed to the Nike Air logo that's on it. And that's a part of that deconstructed element where I say it looks a lot like off-white or something. That's a part of that deconstructed element. There's the top of the shoe. Back that up. Turn it to the side so you can see it. And let's go to the left. And here is where you really get those touches of off-white. With the back of the tongue, the tag is here on the side. And then right here at the heel, you have the trademark, the registered trademark, which is for the swoosh. And then you have an embroidered swoosh towards the front of the left medial. Now we go to the right shoe and we flip it. And you still have that tag that's typically on the back of the tongue. You have that there. And instead, here, we have the trademark. So you got a TM. You got the R on the left shoe. You got the TM in gold on the right shoe. Now it's the bottom. We've seen that before, obviously. It's straightforward. And here we have the heel counter with the pull tab that's extended all the way down the back of the shoe. And on the back of the shoe, we actually have Nubuck right there. And I'll give you this little tilt and the swoosh that's embroidered on the heel counter on the inside or the medial side of the shoe. And that's really it, man. The utility is really dope. I mean, and it's great, especially for the cold weather that's coming. That's a good, nice premium leather. You know, not bad. Well, it's not premium in the touch. It's a little bit rugged, but gives you a nice option for, you know, the winter if you don't want to boot. So, boom, there it is. Utility. Got one more shoe, and then we're going to wrap this up. I got a lot of stuff to get out of here.